the 2010 Fantasy Football College Ball Draft. I'm Samson Gregory, and with me as always, Skip Childs. How are we doing today, Skip?
I'm doing great. It's a great day for fantasy football, and I'm excited. I am excited.
Looks like we have a wonderful turnout today for our draft. So let's get right to the action.
And now to our field correspondent, Jesse L.A.
I'm cold!
Do you have any other contributions to the program?
Yeah, why am I out here? And who locked the door? I know it's you, Brady! Martin! Martin! Martin!
Well, it seems like we lost that feed. Moving on with the program.
Before we begin the draft, let's take a look at seasons past competitors who are no longer with us.
If we could please have a moment of silence.
Now, moving on to the draft. Now, with the first pick in the 2010 draft, Skip, do the honors. With the first pick, Charlie, check often and check early Depew. What a shocker.
I'm actually extremely disappointed in this pick. I thought we were going to have a little discrepancy in the first pick, but now we're probably going to get T.O.
As long as it's not Mark, I'm happy. So, I mean, Charlie, it's a little different, but I'll take it.
All right, and with the second pick of the 2010 College Ball Draft, we have David. I've been growing facial hair since the Challenger exploded. Miller.
You know, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this pick. You know, I was hoping to get a mid-level pick, but I got a second pick, and I'm happy with it.
Any insight onto who you think you might be taking?
You know, I might go Donald Driver. Actually, sounds pretty good. You know, he's a low-level receiver, won't turn out too many points. That's what I'm used to. So, yeah, let's go with that.
So look forward. That should be good.
Moving on. Now, with the third pick in the 2010 draft. With the third pick, Ben LeBady.
And with the fourth pick of this year's fantasy football draft, we have Brady Martin. Brady, I'm moving to Canada. Martin.
Shocker. There he is, in all his muscly glory.
Are you excited about this draft pick?
Yeah, you know, what is it?
The fourth pick.
Fourth pick. You know, I flew 1,000 miles today just to come down here for this tonight, and thought I'd be in the top two, but we're gonna work with this and come for you, Mark. Thank you.
Ooh, harsh words for Mark Brundage. Let's see what now with the fifth pick in the 2010 draft. Ooh, with the fifth pick, VJ McCain should have won Brown. How do you feel about this pick?
Well, this could be an interesting pick because you never know where VJ's going with it. I think he probably goes running back here just because most people do.
Right.
But with him, it could be like Brandon Jacobs. You don't know.
Could be. You never know. He could drop the ball. He's in the middle. Anything can happen.
I'm a little disappointed that he didn't get a higher pick. I felt like he deserved one, but you know
He did. He's had a few tough seasons,
Yeah.
but you know.
Got to work with what you get.
What can you do?
All right, and with the sixth pick of this year's fantasy football draft, we have Elliot. Sometimes I don't have a pulse. Sorensen.
Man, is that kid alive even right now?
I'm really not sure. I called him. He's actually in town, yet refused to come to the draft lottery. We had kids flying from like 1,000 miles away to make it, and
Probably popped a little too much Tylenol, but you know what you gonna do.
Yeah, but there's nothing you can do about it.
Where do you think he sits with the sixth pick?
I think he's gonna draft Michael Vick.
Sounds like a solid choice by LA. Moving ahead with the seventh pick in the 2010 draft. With the seventh pick, Sam, I hate Brady Stone.
It's about time he got on the board.
He did have the best odds for the first pick. Picking seventh is kind of an upset, but
I mean, it's a little upsetting. I would have liked to see him get a higher pick to challenge, have a better recovery season. Oh, it looks like the fans aren't happy.
the fans aren't happy
about this selection.
Heated gestures for Sam Stone from Brady. With the eighth pick, ooh, Nick, Sports Center's on. Shut the hell up, Musalak.
I'm
How do
I'm
you
a little
feel?
upset. Eighth pick?
The eighth pick.
Are you kidding me?
Where are you looking?
Right now I have no idea. I'm gonna have to go do some more research. I got nothing. 8th pick, I was hoping for at least a top 4. I would have had some sort of idea, but I got nothing for the 8th pick.
You
It's going
heard
to
it
be a
here.
rough season.
You heard it here first, folks. He's sitting low. Now he's ready to be
With the
struck.
9th pick in this year's fantasy football draft, we have Manchel Offergott Jackson.
Ooh. You know, I'm surprised he got that low of a pick. I thought he was going to sit higher. You know, he tends to never show up, but his luck tends to ride high.
That's very true. I mean, for most of last season, I don't think he even checked it, and yet he still took 4th. So,
But-
anything could happen.
The 10th overall pick in the 2010 draft. Ooh, Brandon, I bitch about the rules too much, Heinrich.
Well, with this pick, it actually landed exactly where the odds were. So, I guess in this sense, the draft lottery worked.
He had a decent team last year. Let's hope he gets off to a good start.
With the 11th pick in this year's fantasy football draft, we have Jimmy. Whatever happened to that kid after we graduated Hayes?
Ooh, tough one. 11th pick. It's far back. What do you think he's going to do with it?
I think he's gonna botch it.
I think he's going to botch it too. Well, what can you do?
And with the last pick in the fantasy football draft, we have, well, no surprise here, Mark. I think I'm better than you, Brundage. What
You
are
know-
your thoughts?
I'm actually satisfied that he got last pick. It's about time he gets taken down a peg. What do you think?
I agree.
So, what do you think about your pick overall?
Oh, I believe I got the 4th overall pick. I was kind of napping during the whole
That's correct.
in the pick.
Very
Didn't catch
observant of
that.
you.
But you know, like I said, I'm a little disappointed. I flew out here today expecting to be in the top 2, since I am the only owner that came today. But we're gonna work with it. You know, last year we kind of fell back. I think we took 5th. But the year before we won it. So the potential's there in the coaching and the ownership, and we're gonna rise back to the top.
All right. What do you think about everyone else's pick overall?
Like I said, I wasn't really paying attention, so I don't know where anybody's picking. I'm happy that Mark's picking last, because as we all know, he wasn't here the first year. He didn't go through the ups and downs that we all had to start this league, and he's really had everything handed to him since day one, so we'll see what he's really made of, see if he can do anything from the bottom.
2 years ago, you had a good season. Last year was so-so. This year, what is your general outlook?
Going into the 2010 fantasy season, I believe we're going to have a good year. We're going to be very similar to the team we had 2 years ago. We had a good off season. Guys are working hard, and we're ready to go.
So, how's owning your own fantasy football team honing in with the ladies?
You know, David, honestly, I don't really appreciate that question coming from you right now. I'm here to talk football, and that's all.
So I guess it's not going very well then. The University of the Virgin of Guadalupe is located in Saskatchewan, Canada. Have you recently thought about immigrating back to the U.S.?
Really, David? I mean, I don't understand why you're coming at me on a personal level. You're personally attacking me right now. I come all the way to Denver to talk football with you, all right? I'm not here to talk about girls and Canada. I don't live in Canada, David. I'm in Bismarck, North Dakota. It's in the United States. You guys need to figure that out, all right?
Exactly how many hours of daylight do you get up there?
Because this is getting ridiculous. You got that?
Yes.
I'm done with
Yes,
this
I'm
interview.
Well, it was an overall good draft. Don't you think, Skip?
I was very pleased with this draft, despite Nick Musilak's low pick. I mean, there were some upsets. There were some people drafted lower than they should, higher than they should. I think overall it's a pretty solid draft lottery. I was pleased.
Right, and some of the people with the highest chances to get the first pick actually picked lower than they should have. So that was surprising. It was a really jumbled, random draft, which probability states should happen.
Indeed. Well, join us later on throughout the weeks of this upcoming fantasy football season for matchups of the weeks and David's rants.
And tune in next week for Intervention with Elliot Sorensen.